I gotta be honest, I am straight up nervous to be talking about this subject right now. I don't know what it is I exactly want to say, but I'm gonna do the best I can to say it without a script, and this is probably gonna be awful, but we're gonna go with it. Obviously, this is different from any other video I have ever made for this channel, and different from any other video I probably will make. But I wanted to stop for a minute to just slow down and focus on this moment of January 25th, 2019 to talk about what's going to happen tomorrow. For those who aren't aware, July 26th, 2019 is going to be the day that Fire Emblem Three Houses launches for the Nintendo Switch. And what I wanted to do is just capture myself in this moment while I still have a chance to see and feel what I'm like and documented that. I want to know what I feel like in this moment right before Fire Emblem Three Houses comes out. And to be honest, it's wild. I'm not sure exactly what I'm feeling right now. For those who know even a slight shred of my tastes in the games I like, you are without a doubt aware that I love Fire Emblem. It is my favorite video game series of all time, and I've only really been playing these games for the last 4.5 years. That's when I really started getting invested in the series, and oh my goodness, I fell in love almost immediately, and I just could not stop from there. And every time a new Fire Emblem game has come out, it's always been this really special moment. When Fates was coming out, it was amazing to be finally a part of a Fire Emblem game launching and being a part of the community as that was going on. When Shadows of Valentia came out, wow. To get a remake of a game we didn't originally get in any form at all in the West, wonderful, and that game was also really amazing. And I played that game for like 10 hours straight the day it came out, and it was amazing. Oh my goodness. Fire Emblem Three Houses is kind of a unique situation for me though, where this is more or less like the culmination of my love and excitement for a new game in the series coming together for one game. And it feels wild. I'm not sure how to describe it, especially because in a weird way, despite being only hours away from being able to play this game, it doesn't feel like it's coming out soon. It feels like it's still a far way away. And that's a couple different reasons. First off, I think that's just a defense mechanism to keep myself from just bubbling over with excitement. Secondly, and debatably the more blatant reason for my pseudo-excitement for this game is that I avoided everything I could for this game. Everything. From Nintendo Directs as much as I could, to news coverage, to previews. The reviews for this game started coming up today. I saw them being posted at least. And I avoided them like the plague. I logged out of everything, of all my social medias, logged out of YouTube, everything, because I don't even want to know what the review scores for this game are. The thing about Three Houses is that I do believe it's going to be a good game. I believe it's going to be fantastic. This might even be my favorite Fire Emblem game of all time. This might even be favorite video game of all time. It might be a little hard for Three Houses to get up there, especially so soon, but it has the potential. But it could also be a disappointment. The thing about Three Houses is that it's ambitious. It is really going out of its way to be something new for the series, and it could just not pan out at all. But that's the exciting thing about it, is this game could be a 10, it could be a 7, it could be a 2, and I don't know, because I've been trying to avoid it as much as I can. On the off chance that this does end up being one of my favorite games of all time, maybe even my favorite Fire Emblem game of all time, I wanted to recap and capture exactly what I'm feeling in this moment, personally. And I am so unbelievably excited for this game. Even though I don't feel like it's coming out soon, I feel elated. I'm just waiting for the hours to tick down so I can eventually just click a button and say, yes, let me play you Fire Emblem. Because I broke a rule of mine. A rule of mine that I would, no matter what, always get a physical copy of whatever game I was excited about, for whatever reason. Fire Emblem was not exempt from this, until now. I caved and bought the digital version of this game because I want to play it as soon as it comes out at midnight Eastern or Central or Pacific. I don't know. I don't know when the game is going to drop. But as soon as it does, I want to be there for it. I'm not waiting till the stores open up at 9 a.m. in the morning to play this game. I can't do that. I can't. I have to play it at midnight. But why this game specifically? Why am I so excited about Fire Emblem Houses more than anything else that could possibly be coming out? Obviously, we know and have addressed that this is my favorite video game franchise. But, like, why this game specifically? And to be honest, this isn't something I really like talking about, but from the end of 2017 to even now, it hasn't ended yet. I went through a really severely depressive phase in my life. I was flunking out of school. I couldn't cope with the change in pace in my life and having to deal with what will be coming in the future. I didn't know how to respond, and I had to take time away from everything that stressed me out in my life, and it was hard to keep going after that. I didn't know quite how to respond, how to feel after that. But there was a few things that kept me going in life. One, it can't be understated, my support group. I have a great family, great friends who will always have my back for me, and I'm eternally grateful for that. But the second reason I had a reason to live is there was a Fire Emblem game coming out really soon, and I wanted to play it. I wanted to know what it was, what I was looking forward to so much. And at first it was 2018. That's all we knew about the game, is that it was coming to the Switch sometime in 2018. And when we saw it at E3, I was blown away. I was expecting another game that looked and played like Fates and Awakening, and Three Houses is not that. It's way different, and it's beautiful. And it's, in like a mechanical sense, it's beautiful. That game is not, like I said, Three Houses is not a pretty game, but I was so mesmerized and speechless. And unfortunately, delayed till early 2019 at that E3, but I could wait. That's fine. A few more months, no big deal. And then the next Nintendo Direct came around, and we got a date, which was July, which was not spring 2019, but again, it's fine. I can wait a few more months. So, after suffering 2 delays, in a point in my life where I was just begging to play this game, this is an end of an era for me in a weird way. I don't really... That's another reason I don't really know how to respond to Three Houses coming out so soon, is because I've been looking forward to this game because I was actively hoping it would bring me joy to my life. And it will. It absolutely will, whether it's amazing or it sucks. I know it's going to bring me some form of joy. And to see that chapter of my life finally coming to a close, obviously I'm still going to be depressed. Obviously I'm still going to have my anxiety issues. But with the release of Fire Emblem Three Houses, I think I can finally start to move on a little bit. I think I'll finally be able to start coping with my life and just being able to grow up and learning to accept my responsibilities. I have a feeling that Fire Emblem Three Houses is going to do something like that for me. And that is why I'm looking forward to this game so much. And that's why this game already means so much to me, despite not having played it yet. And that's why I really want this game to come out, and why I want it to be good. That's at the end of the day. I just want this game to be good, and I believe it will be. There's still that fear that it won't be, but I'm in love, and I know I'm going to enjoy it, and I'm probably going to stay up the whole freaking night just playing this game and getting encapsulated in the world. I know I'm going to love it. And that is the true reason I wanted to make this video, is because human psychology is a very fascinating subject. Humans are dumb little creatures that like wanting things more than they like actually having those things. And I know there's going to be a time where Fire Emblem Three Houses is just going to feel like a normal game. I'm going to play that game one day, maybe for like 5 months from now, and think, yeah, this is a great game. And I never want to forget the feelings that were going through my head on July 25th, 2019. Just the excitement and the hope that this game was bringing to me. I always want to have this reminder of just how much Fire Emblem Three Houses meant from a time where it wasn't normal. From a time where this game was bringing me hope in the darkest caves of my life. And I never want to forget that feeling, and I always want to have a reminder of that, especially if this does turn out to be one of my favorite games of all time. Anyway, yeah, that's it for me. I'm gonna go now, probably like play a Zelda game or something to just pass the time, because midnight can't come fast enough. So, oh boy, Fire Emblem. Fire Emblem's coming out soon. This game's gonna rule. I believe it.